when and where did you guys hear about contraceptives?
I feel as if like when I was first like in high school and everything, like growing up, the only type of contraceptive I knew was that everyday pill. And I was scared of it deeply. And the reason because of that is because like there were stories that you'd hear about women once they've been on that everyday pill for years and years and years. Now once they decide that they actually want to finally have children, their hormones are all over the place. It takes a while for everything to go back to normal. And then now getting pregnant was a whole nother issue at that. So like we were practicing abstinence for a minute, a very quick minute. And then afterwards, like we just continued on with the prayers to the Lord. So far, God has been working miracles. He has been working miracles each and every month.
Every single month, you're the one going, please, God,
please.
Lord, if I don't get pregnant this month, I will
Lord.
go to church every day. I will be cleaning the altar for you, dear God. I will do everything. Just hold on a second. And then you're not pregnant. And then the next thing you know, you're back on it.
But condoms have also helped because, like, you know, we don't see as condoms as, like, you know, a mode of contraceptives, but condoms are very also really good at contraceptives because not only does it stop you from getting pregnant, but also STDs and STIs.
You know, I heard about contraceptives when I was in class 6. Can you imagine? Why?
Wow.
Because in that primary school, we had like 5 cases of ladies who got pregnant. So to have kuitwa by force.
Ladies or
can
children?
You come here? Yeah, children. At least 5 children got pregnant that year when I was in class 6. So all of us class 6, upper class, 6, 7, 8, water in one room. Like, hey, children, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And that is the day I knew that contraceptives actually exist.
Wow. Let me tell you, you see these advertisements that they bring on TV, they work. Can I tell you why? Mi niliona Joyce Maina akisema nimechill on a very old advertisement. You remember that advertisement? Nimechill, and I kid you not, me nilichill all the way until I was 24. But I really chill, because like I used to think of children coming out of who? Me? Ha! It's a lie. I am not about to birth anyone's child. Anyway, so I used to be so afraid because like me, it's anything else. Pregnancy. Ha, 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 ha. And then the estate I used to live in, you would see girls pregnant and then they would stop their lives all of a sudden. And then they would now end up just being in the house all the time. Their lives have literally stopped. They have no future. They just wako tu. Yani, wako tu. Tunaenda tu. And then you start seeing their men cheating on them. And Sijui now they're fighting with some other girl in the same plotty. Sijui the mbot has been done for you at what? Hey, me after I saw all that drama, I'm just like, woo. Never chill.
And it's amazing because I started using contraceptives. I knew about contraceptives in class 6.
Yeah.
But up until I was in Form 2, that is when I started using contraceptives.
Oh, really?
Girl.
And relax, okay, chill.
Sorry.
My sis came to me, akaniambia, hey, Lily, guys are getting pregnant. Just use this. Mira sikuwa najua ni nini. Kafoolish. I was just popping. Pee. I go to school. Nini. And I came back. But I came to realize that since I started having contraceptives mapema at an early age, it started affecting me.
Yeah.
I got my first pimple over here on my chest. Nikafinya. From 1, they became 2. Nikafinya. Now we can't even count. But you know what? At least I started using contraceptives and I did not get pregnant in school. So
Yeah.
Child, I feel like I've told you this story way too many times. Okay, so for me, my first one was again, after nimechill, ikafika mahali. I was like, okay, it's not chill for how long? Like, what are we doing now? Anyway, so I decided to try it, yeah? And the moment I tried it, I so panicked, like I thought about a child in my belly. I ran. I kid you not. I just left that house and ran to the first chemist. The first chemist, I'm like, shot now. I got the 3-month shot immediately after. And then I came back to the house. And I was like, where are you from?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, bro, me, I freaked out. I went and got the shot. So my first one was the shot. And for me, that came with its own fair share of issues. Wow. It was just so many issues. let's not even begin. It was a lot. Yeah. What about you, Ayuma?
Me, we're still praying with the Lord. We have a very close relationship, me and G.O.D. He's been holding me down for a good 10 years, and we thank God. Because if it wasn't for him, you know, like now I'm looking back at my life, now that I'm 29 years old, now that like my biological clock is ticking, now that my eggs are a little bit well done, yeah? I'm now starting to think, am I lucky? Is God just blessing me, or am I infertile? Because
10 years is a long time to be dodging that bullet.
because between the condom, contraceptive, and just luck, we have really been leaning on luck, but we are going to be more responsible. And that's why we have this conversation today, because now we're going to be responsible.
And about being responsible, have you ever visited a gynecologist?
Oh, yeah, I have.
Yes, okay. How often do you think women visit this gynecologist? Because I don't think we visit gynas until we are pregnant.
Okay, let me tell you. My first visit to the gyna was the worst. Okay, again, as I said, nilikuwa nimechill. So this guy is just took, you know, those big things that they plop inside you. So this guy just went, the screaming I screamed. The pain I felt. That was the first time I was like, whoa, wait. What are you doing? Okay, I screamed so hard, guys thought I was getting assaulted. So everyone's just rushing in, the nurses and everyone, and I'm in so much pain. I'm like, I shall go home with my infection if I have one. I don't even care, let me go home. It was so painful. After that, I kind of freaked out about gynas for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that why women don't visit gynas anymore?
I feel like a lot of gynecologists assume a lot. Because even when that was happening, and then the lady asked me, because now the nurse, the doctor, the gyno was a guy, the nurse came and she's like, oh, why are you screaming here like a child? My daughter is 14 and she doesn't scream like that. I'm like, first of all, I don't know where your daughter has been. You cannot assume the same thing about me, ma'am. I was so mad at her. So I feel like a lot of gynecologists assume that when you go to them, you either have already started
Sexually
having
active.
you're sexually active, and so they kind of just do the same things. Like,